So today is the 28th of June 2017, and I'm undergoing a denial of service attack on my NBN system, the government controlled internet that they can switch off whenever they choose to. Now this morning I posted an idea which already exists and is in wide use about a peer-to-peer internet that, is completely outside of this government's control, that anybody can use. You can connect to your friends, you can connect to your allies, you can connect all across the country. There's a lot delay on certain messages and systems that get sent from place to place. But that can be like circumvented using, well, there's a number of ways. Drones, for example, broadcast towers, whatnot. Really, really easy, really, really cheap tech. So we can circumvent the entire NBN system that they, are trying to exert their control and command structures over these unlawful and corrupt politicians. So, anyway, interesting thing that I know this is a denial of service attack, because this shit, port 80 and port fucking, all the kind of comms channels, if you will, that do data don't work. But I was able to send quite easily a packet data stream of Facebook conversation that I had with my friend. Went for about 10 minutes, full data, voice, blah 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 blah, no worries in connecting. 10-minute conversation with my friend at the same time that I couldn't connect to the internet. So one of the things that I do is web design and development. So I know a little bit about how the internet works, as well as about electronics and how to set up like distributed networking systems and all that kind of stuff, completely outside of hostile government control. And believe me, people, the government is hostile. They're destroying your land, they're enslaving you, they're taking all of your hard-earned taxpayer dollars and smoking cigars and running around in helicopters in Canberra, and while they think of more ways to fuck with you, destroy the water tables, make it hard for farmers to grow food, import marijuana from overseas instead of like promoting local jobs in industry, because fucking anyone can grow pot. I don't, but it's pretty fucking easy and it could earn people a fortune. They've legalised it, but they want to import it. This is this government which is so bent on coal mining and that whole thing to boost their stock portfolios and whatnot and boost their lifestyles at the behest of the environment and destruction of waterways and subterranean waterways like the Great Artesian Basin, which we need to survive in this country, if we want to grow enough food for people when all the sea levels come up in a few years' time. Anyway, all these things that they're constantly trying to screw you over for, like fines and false charges and cops at a regional command level like Lismore or Richmond Area Command, colluding with, in a number of senior officers being involved in this, drug manufacturing and trafficking networks. That's right, senior Lismore and Richmond Area Command officers directing drug trafficking networks and then busting and imprisoning and fining all these young kids at the lower end of their networks. So they fuck them on both ends and double dip, making a double jeopardy kind of thing. There's this story I'd like to tell you about my neighbours. And this woman, lovely woman, works for Centrelink. Her young son got fucked over by these local drug dealing coppers and had a crime put against him. And then they press ganged him and her into manufacturing drugs on their property. How do I know this? Because I could smell the fucking thing. these cops forced this family, right, to cook drugs so that the police could sell these drugs and then incarcerate and incriminate a whole heap of fucking, young community members for doing the very business that these senior command level New South Wales police officers set up. So you see red flags on my file and talk about like this government. I want to talk about this government's inaction and this military's inaction, therefore, to act on this government to dismantle such operations and look at a regional command level of major enforcement agencies in the not only the New South Wales police system but also the New South Wales judicial system. There's judges involved and administration officials and whatnot. So if you're, thinking about internet rights and terrorism, as I've mentioned a number of times, state-sponsored terrorism, sanctioned by the state. Where is the military? Everywhere. So for the people, see that homeless person on the street, give them a feed, say good day, be Australian, look after them, you never know how long they've been on the streets for, doing the things they're doing. Be safe, look after each other. And start an investigation on command level New South Wales police corruption. So that's about it for now. Anything else? Oh yeah, turn my internet back on.